What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and today I wanted to talk about something so that the speculation of people doesn't get too out of hand or anything like that. I'm just gonna say it out front because there's no other way that I can say this other than just ripping off the band-aid and saying that I have left Team Pixel 2, 3, and 4. It's official. I'm throwing in the towel. I had to leave them. For my own personal reasons, I had to leave them. Mostly, it was just because it was getting way too much for me to try and manage having 5 different clubs all being full. So I'm still part of Team Pixel Main and Team Pixel 5. Because Team Pixel 5, you're going to see in the videos that are coming up, I've actually added quite a few really big changes to that club, so I do still want to be a part of it. Now, the biggest explanation that I guess I could give you for leaving the other clubs is mostly because of the game's lack of ability for club management and friend request management. Like you're gonna see right here on my friend badge, I'm getting very, very close to 10,000 friends. Now, the only reason I'm talking about my friends list is because that means I've added manually, one at a time, 9,467 people, at least at the time that I'm recording this video. Now, throughout all the clubs, like Team Pixel 1 through 5, I have added and kicked thousands of different players. Not necessarily the same amount that I have on my friends list, but I have definitely ended up inviting thousands of different players. And I do gotta say a big shout out and thank you to all the other officers who have definitely been helping me out. But the biggest point that I'm trying to get across is that things are getting very, very hectic for me to try and manage, like, inviting people to 5 different individual clubs. It's like the invites would never stop for me, because as soon as I would fill up one club, another club would end up having some extra space, so we would end up trying to fill that one up, and then another club would have extra space, and then by the time I would go through all of the clubs and finally have them like filled up with members, the first club would again have extra space. So I was just gonna be inviting people for the end of time, because Trove is definitely a series and a game that's not gonna be going anywhere on the channel like ever, because seriously, this is like my favorite game, man. It really, really is. By the way, I'm in this costume and not the Christmassy costume, because this one matches my Kigurumi costume, and I'm trying to mod my Christmas costume right now. Hi guys, they secretly found me. So another thing too that I do want to talk about is like the club thing is just that. Like I left other officers in Team Pixel 2, 3, and 4. I turned them to leader. They're actually very, very cool people. You know, the clubs hopefully are going to continue and go in a good direction with their popularity and stuff. I hope that they're going to lead my babies, you know, to victory. And I'm still going to be visiting those clubs, so I do hope that the leaders of the clubs will respect the rules that I laid out and just try to keep things G-rated and don't let things get too out of hand. Also, I'm hoping that there's not going to be pixel art, but of course, now at this point in Team Pixel 2, 3, and 4, they can go ahead and do what they want. They can have pixel art, and if things end up getting a bit too out of hand, I may end up just removing them from Team Pixel 1. We're just hanging out in the Doge Club right now, just because why not? So the other thing too that I did want to talk about is, as far as my friends list is concerned, this is something that's coming up, so it's another band-aid I wanted to rip off and just kind of talk to you, all of you dudes and dudettes of the internet, just to clue you in on what's going on behind the scenes. So with my friends list getting very, very close to being at 10,000, the point being is that, like, here's what happens when I open my friends list. I had a video once about this, just showing the amount of time and lag that opening my friends list does. That's just because of inferior code. Like, this game is like broken, seriously. So the only point that I'm trying to get at is that it's getting worse the more people I add. The more people I add to my friends list, the worse the friends list gets. Now, I personally don't mind waiting for my friends list to load. The problem comes in when I'm scrolling through the list, because it randomly sorts everybody, like it doesn't sort them, I guess that's the point. So I'm randomly scrolling through my list, and it actually is starting to really hurt my eyes going through my friends list, trying to find and narrow down like who I need to accept and stuff like that. It's actually becoming a problem for me, and I have told the devs about this once before. But the only reason that I'm bringing it up now is I'm gonna probably very, very soon, maybe a little bit after I get over 10K friends, you're probably gonna see a video or something from me where I'm gonna be asking all of you for help, because I think we can do it. Where the devs have talked about the idea of adding an accept all pending friend requests, but it hasn't been incorporated into the game. So sometime after 10K, I may end up actually starting a petition and trying my best to see whether or not I can get all of your help to kind of force their hand rather to actually add that as a feature. Because as it stands right now, sometime after I get over 10K friends, honestly, I'm going to stop opening my friends list. Not that I don't want to add you dudes and dudettes, because you're all awesome people, and I mean the community is what it's about, and I love you all, seriously. But it's the game that I blame, not the player, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that that might end up becoming something in the future. But as for the clubs, well, the Kigurumi Club, I ended up getting the name for it, thank goodness. But I'm gonna say this right now, you don't really need to ask me for invites on this club. I will, of course, make a video announcing when the club is public, because otherwise, like right now, I'm just going to be building in it secretly on my own, just every now and then. Like even right now, I'm actually appearing offline, but lots of people, you saw they all kind of found me anyway, but they're gone again. As for the Pinata Assassins, I am not going to be inviting anybody to that club. If you want invites to the Pinata Assassins, despite me being leader, that is just so that I can fix stuff. But otherwise, I mean, I might even ask Joe to demote me, because I don't really want to manage the Pinata Assassins. I don't really want to manage another club is the point. So that's why I'm going to be focusing my attention on Team Pixel and Team Pixel 5. And the story mode, I guess I'll give you dudes a bit of a spoiler, just so there's a little bit of positivity going on today. That is, I'm planning to build this club around showing new players what our story is, like with the hot dogs, the Kigurumis, and all of that stuff. And hopefully, maybe I'm gonna think about figuring out a way that I can do some machinima to go with it as well. But I no promises on that one, because I don't know how that's gonna end up working out with Trove and it trying to log you out every like 10 minutes. But either way, thanks for watching, everybody. I know that this rant went on a little bit longer than it needed to, but I just wanted to kind of cover all the bases and get you all clued in on what was going on. So don't get too scared. I'm still here and I'm not going anywhere, and I am still gonna check out the other clubs and stuff, but they are not officially under me anymore. I created them, they're my babies, I will always love them, but they are gone to other people now, so so you can still be a part of them, because I'm still gonna hang out there. And I'm also always gonna still be in the red chat. That is where you type /join space Scythe plays one word, and that actually joins the chat room that I just call the red chat. And that's a chat room that we can use across all of the clubs, because that was the other thing too, is when I was a part of all the clubs, I was constantly having to change which club chat I was talking in, because I was getting spammed out by 5 different full clubs. Like even Team Pixel 5, you see I actually did some crazy cleaning and brought it down to 520 members. But I mean, seriously, man, it was just getting to be a bit too much for me to manage it all. And I'm that type of a guy where I am very, very involved with my community, if I do say so. So I couldn't just ignore it. So the solution that I thought of, and I thought about doing this for quite a while already, was just leaving the club. So anyway, this rant's gone on long enough. Thanks so much for watching, dudes and dudettes. I actually got to answer a Skype call. I hope it didn't interrupt in the video too much. I don't think the mic picked it up, because my fiance is trying to call me. Otherwise, sign on and stay epic, everybody. Have a fantastic day.